Hi everyone, my name is Phyllis and I'm the owner of Mad Moody Quilting Fabrics, and it's another day, another share. I ran upstairs to get this shawl because we're in April now. Okay, I'm doing a blitz of filming all in one night, and I just finished my first filming on something, and now I'm doing a second one, and I'm in the basement, in my store, but in the basement of the house. And all of a sudden I felt very cold. So I ran upstairs and I got my shawl, and I was coming down the stairs, and I look out the living room, not the living room, the living room window, and I noticed, because we have a lamp, just a street lamp, and I noticed that it's snowing, and we're in, I think we're April 2nd or 3rd. I don't know. Hold on, let me check. We're April 2nd. So, and it's snowing. We're April and it's snowing. But mind you, this is Montreal. This is Quebec. So we do have a tendency to get some snow. We've had snow in May. It doesn't last. The next morning, by mid-morning or by mid-afternoon, whatever snow has landed overnight is gone. So it's very rare that it sticks around at this time of year. But I restocked some products that I've had in the past. So I thought I would share them. Those of you who follow me know that my husband and I camp. I love camping. My husband, not so much. But he does camp. We went camping last year, and I took my little camera with me, and I did a little bit of filming while I was at the campsite, and we really had a great, we were there for 6 days. Now, it wasn't we were in Ontario, but it wasn't, we were at a private campsite that you could rent. Some of the campsites, they have some tent ones freed up, and they have some ones that you can park your trailer that are free. But majority of the campsite were those people who rent, and they park their trailers there, and they build decks, and it's one of those. And it was really clean. They had a really nice restaurant store. My husband and I, we did not eat at their restaurant because actually with my digestive issues, I couldn't find anything on their menu that I was able to eat. So we went into town. We were near Perth, and they had some really good restaurants. There was I don't get to go to a pizza shop or a pizza restaurant where I can order pizza. I cannot, because they put regular cheese on. I do not do dairy because my system cannot digest the dairy anymore. Everybody says, oh, it's lactose. Guess what? It's not lactose. I wish it was. I wish that I had a lactose intolerance, because at least this way I could take a friggin' pill and be able to have the odd ice cream or the odd cheeseburger or the odd pizza with regular cheese on top, mozzarella cheese on top. I can't. We did a test, my nutritionist and I, we did a test where she made me eat for a week lactose-free cheese. I was sick and nauseous the whole friggin' week. And those lactose cheese bricks, they're not small. They're like this big, they're double the size of a regular cheese brick. It was good cheese. There was nothing wrong with it. But she said, eat a brick for 1 week and we'll see what happens, and come back and see me. Well, I did, as she told me. Like I said, I was nauseous and sick all week. Had problems, had major problems. so we realized, she said to me, she goes, it's not lactose, it's definitely the protein within the milk. And so some people say, well, you can eat the cow meat, like you can eat beef. Why can't you drink? It's the same protein. Well, actually, no, the molecules are slightly different protein in the meat than there is in the milk. It's a different protein molecule or something. Anyways, so yeah, so I've eliminated all dairy, all, as I like to say, from the udders of the cow, okay? So I don't drink milk, I don't eat cheese, I don't eat yogurt, I don't eat any of those kind of things. So so anyways, it's frustrating. So so when we were out camping, my husband and I, we found this amazing little restaurant, and they had pizza with goat cheese, and I can have the goat cheese. And it was, my husband and I just, like, he ordered what he wanted with his cheese, and they came as individual pizzas. And this had avocado on it, it had spinach, it had goat cheese with some oil. Like, it was delicious. And I looked at my husband and I said, we've got to take notes, because we don't order in pizza, we make pizza. We make the dough, we buy the sauce that we know that I can have. So we make our own pizzas. My husband bought himself a pizza oven, and even in the winter, we're using that pizza oven, and it has been a real pleasure to have that pizza oven. Before, we would cook them on a stone in the oven, but does not taste quite the same. Not quite. The pizza is so much better in the pizza oven. So we've been really enjoying the pizza oven. So I said to my husband when we were at this restaurant, we have to take notes. We have to take and try different things and make it more interesting for me, because I miss the regular cheese. I really do. I miss to have regular ice cream, you know. So anyways, long story short, we really enjoyed it, and I had done some filming it. So those of you who know that I love to camp will know. Oh, sorry, I've been turning this thing around. So this is back in. Campers, look how cute they are. I have put this pattern aside. It is on my long bucket list. And they also have the family and the grandparents. And they have, I think there was, oh, right here. They have all these characters too with the dog. Yeah. So they have, and then this one has a little cat. So these are back in. There's a few of them in. So if you were waiting for them, I have them back in. Another thing that I have re-brought into the store is these kits. So this is wine totes. It's great to take a wine bottle. You can make them up and put a wine bottle and give them as a gift, or you could carry to the restaurant if you are allowed to bring. Some restaurants obviously allow you to bring your own wine. This is a nice way of carrying it and taking it back home for the next time you go to that particular restaurant. So there is 3 different styles within here. It has the back batting, and if you look, the batting is printed. So it's like almost like and there's instructions. So I've never done one of these. But I've been told they're really easy. I have done the next one that I'm going to show you. I've done one of them. I should do more. But yes, there you go. And the next one I've re-brought in is the grocery bags. So the one that I've done, I believe it's this one. I believe it's this one. I have it here. Yes, it's this one. So I've only had time to do this one as a sample. I always take it with me because I carry notions and stuff in that when I go to shows, and then if I have these in stock at the show, then I have my sample. So it comes with 3 different designs. It's all in there. You have the plastic bottoms, which you can use or not. You don't really need to use them. It's pretty stiff on the bottom. My plastic bottom, because of the way I use this as a sample, my sample, the plastic bottom was just being bent to smithereens. It has the instructions, and again, if you look carefully, it's printed and numbered. So it's almost like it's flipping, like sew and flip. It's almost like foundation piecing. And you would sew on the line. It's quite easy. Quite easy. It didn't take me long to do it. They're really, really sweet to have. And oops, I lost my shawl, and it is cold down here tonight. So I'm going to put this shawl back up. Oh my God. All right. Another thing that I just got, I reordered in, is the triangles on a roll. Okay, so those of you who love half square triangles and love this method, these are great. It is mindless sewing and getting accurate half square triangles. So how these work, they give you the finished size. So it will say 2 1/4. This one's 2 1/4. So it finishes at 2 1/4 half square triangle. It tells you. So if your pattern calls for finished 2 1/2, that's not 2 1/4, I should say. That is not the finished. That's the finished size, not including seam allowance. So unfinished, and so here it says unfinished and finished. So unfinished is 2 3/4. Finished is 2 1/4. And what they mean by finished is it's after it's been sewn in. So the 2 1/4 is without the seam allowance. So that I have the 2 1/4. I have other ones that are on back order. I have the 2 inch. These are the ones I managed to get my hands on. The rest of them are all that I ordered are on back order. 1 inch. So the 1 inch one, so it would be 1 1/2, including the seam allowance. I have the 1 1/4, so it would be unfinished at 1 3/4, so that would include the seam allowance. 1 1/4 finished, no seam allowance on the 1 1/4. I hope that makes sense. All right, this one is 1 3/4, 1 3/4. And so it would be finished at unfinished at 2 1/4. So finished at 1 3/4, unfinished, including seam allowance, would be 2 1/4. All right. So these are products that I have brought back into the store. I will put the links down below, and we'll see you on the next Other Day, Another Share. Happy quilting. Bye.